Do you sometimes feel frustrated with yourself and are ashamed when you look in the mirror because of how little you have accomplished throughout the day? Well, if that is the case, or even if that is not the case, and you just want to become way more productive, let me tell you that in 99% of the cases, it is because you try to do too many things, because you do not single task enough. And many people will tell you that multitasking is so great, that they can do so many things, and that, yeah, you should be focusing on doing a lot. But that's actually bullshit, bro. Let me tell you this. The reason why you're unproductive is because you're focusing on too many things, because you're doing multitasking. And let me tell you that multitasking is just bullshit. And here is why. Because very simply, multitasking doesn't even exist. We have to understand this, because when we multitask, we are actually jumping from one, you know, activity to the other one. And that is a big problem, because by doing that, we waste a lot of time and a lot of energy. Have you ever tried driving while typing a message on your phone? Then you know that multitasking doesn't really exist. You cannot drive and write a message at the same time. I mean, you can drive and breathe at the same time, but that goes unconsciously, right? Your heart is still beating. You don't have to beat it by yourself, right? So that doesn't count. But if you want to really see how multitasking is bullshit, try driving. No, I don't try it out. Just joking. Don't try it out. Don't try it out. Anyways, I can tell you from personal experience that, and if you've tried it out, you know yourself that you just go, you hop from, 2 seconds writing the message, then you quickly have to look at the street, you know what's going on. Then you see, okay, everything is fine. You maybe set the direction, and then you go another 2 seconds, and then you go back, and then you go another. So you're never really multitasking, doing two things at a time. You're just jumping from one thing to the other one. And why is that a problem? Because we do not waste that much energy. Our brain doesn't waste that much energy to focus on one thing. It wastes a lot of energy when it has to hop around, when it has to switch its focus. And so if we are switching our focus several times per minute, per hour, we will waste a lot of our energy, which is a problem, because we want to have energy. We need energy to be really focused. And the other thing is that to really focus on something, it takes about 15 minutes to get into the flow. And so every single time you're switching tasks, you're basically fucking up your flow. You're basically fucking up your focus. And obviously, because of that, you're wasting a lot of your time. So multitasking is bullshit. And let me tell you this, I really had to realize this myself. If I am doing several things at the same time, it means that I have not prioritized well enough. It means that I was too much of a pussy to really say, okay, this one is the important thing, the other one is just bullshit, I can leave it off, right? I will focus on that. If you have so many things throughout your day, your to-do list is so full of things, it probably is because you are not prioritizing enough. Now, we have the antidote. It's actually very simple. It's called single tasking. And it's so powerful. When going from multitasking to single tasking, you will surely feel a boost in energy, because I know and I bet you can experience this if you try one day multitasking, doing one thing and then hopping around to another thing. You will see that you will feel like empty. You will feel so little energy. You will feel depleted because it takes up so much energy. And when you single task, you don't have that. You can focus on the important thing that you want to do, that you want to accomplish, and therefore you will basically end up doing it well and getting into the flow state, focusing, getting it done, everything in an amazing way. So single tasking is actually the key, because most people nowadays want to do many things. But believe me, if you can choose the right things, important things, and focus only on those ones, then you're going to be way, way, way ahead. People who try to do a lot, right? Who try to eat at the same time watching a YouTube video, try to read at the same time, listen to a specific song, or work and at the same time respond to messages. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. So how do we single task? There are a few steps, because single tasking is not just wanting to focus on one thing. It's eliminating all the distractions that we have so that we can actually focus on one thing. Because if you're working and you have your phone ringing every 2 seconds, or there are people coming in, or you have to stand up because you have to fill up your water bottle, or things like that, that won't work. So there are 5 steps to single tasking, to getting into the flow. First, decide exactly what you want to focus on. As we said, if you have many things you want to focus on, means that you have not prioritized well enough. So really try to understand, ask yourself, if I could only do 1 or 2 things today, what would those things be? What are the most important things? And then just go ahead and do the first one, right? So that's the first choice. Second one, do all the things that need to be done before. Maybe you have to write a quick message before getting into the work, because you want to work for at least 1 hour. And until then, you will do nothing else besides working on that thing, or reading, or studying, or whatever kind of thing you want to focus on. So do everything that cannot wait to be done until you have basically finished your flow session. Then you want to set your environment up so that you will have no distractions. Go in an environment that has no auditive and no visual distractions, no people coming across, no things, no lights, no noises, no things like that, if you can, obviously. That's the idea. Third thing, eliminate all distractions from people. If you can, ask other people to not disturb you. If you can't, ideally you put yourself in a place where you don't even have to ask people, because there is no one around. And then actually with that comes eliminate all the distractions from also electronic devices. Put your phone on airplane mode, put it away, put your, if you have to do something on your laptop, put it in work mode, and all of those kinds of things. You know what needs to be done. Eliminate all notification, put it in airplane mode, whatever needs to be done, so that you do not have any distractions. At the fifth one, just start working and push yourself an alarm for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, something like that. Really focus, work, get at the end, and then you don't want to be just go scrolling. Give yourself a little bit of rest. Now you have worked for 1.5 hours, which most people are not even able to do that. Really focus with no other distractions. You can give your help. You can give yourself, a little clap on your shoulder. Well done. Now you can maybe listen to some music for 10 minutes, chill out, talk with someone, go for a walk, go for a little run, do something relaxing. Don't go straight away on the next task. Give your brain a little bit of rest. Now you've actually unlocked the 5 steps to single tasking, to getting into the flow, and you realize why multitasking is bullshit, and why even the people that think that are good at multitasking are actually not even multitasking. Think about that. You will now be focusing on one thing at a time, tunnel vision like that, and no one will be able to stop you. So I really hope this video helped you out to stop, being unproductive and being upset at yourself because you didn't conclude anything, and you realized it's actually very simple. It's just about not focusing on doing many things, focusing on one thing at a time, and the right thing at a time. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want some further help, some further productivity tactics, and you feel like this was not your problem, you feel like you have other problems why you cannot focus and are unproductive, then I highly recommend you to check the first link down below. You can basically book a free call with me, a free coaching call, so I can help you solve your problems. Anyways, wish you all the best. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, hope to see you in tomorrow's ice bath video. Ciao.